Yay.
Woo!
So,
Alright, so I guess where we left off last, me and Emily were gonna do a shirtless montage of reading books, and Nomal and Tiger Lily were going to do a shirtless montage of town
Getting
stuff. I
respect
don't know.
in the town.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that.
No.
So
No.
me and Lorianne are reading books, unless she's doing something other than that. I'm just reading.
I'm reading.
okay, so before I guess you guys sort of take off, I'll just give you Lemniscate and Lorian kind of a overview of what the books kind of are talking about. You guys don't have any books?
I have a book.
That's a DVD case.
Shut up right now.
That's a sketchbook.
But I was like reprimanded for the last book I had, so okay. Well, I'll read it anyway. Professor Umbridge's toad-like smile.
Oh, man.
Okay, so what does it say?
So the let me get back to my spot here. Okay, so the book called The Umbral Leaves
Yeah, that's this one.
is some kind of big tome about. It's basically like the Bible of this god named Zon Kuthon.
Don Kuthon.
Dungus on.
Don Kuthon.
Then there's one called Serving Your Hunger, and this is sort of like a holy text for another deity, a goddess called Urgathoa. And then there is a book called On Verified Madness, and this is all about like on
verified.
on space verified madness.
On verified.
And it's all about like aberrations and things that are, you know, not of this world.
Seems really boring. I'm glad I'm not sitting there reading it.
That's right.
And then the manual of the Order of the Palatine Eye is just sort of about all sort of like random arcane and mathematical minutia.
Okay.
So that's what you guys are kind of reading over right now. So okay, now are the other two of you gonna go like poop on people's porches and stuff?
We're gonna be nice,
No.
okay?
Yeah. We're gonna talk to him and become friends.
Hooray?
Hooray.
Hoorah.
Okay, so before we leave, too, I'm just gonna give them guys a little hint that they may look around in the guy's office and everything too, because there's books in there, and you know, two big books is not enough to read for each of them.
Read this whole library before
Read all
we
of
get back.
Just read them all. So I guess we head out of the Loremore's house, and we go on to I don't know. I guess we could just go to the nearest pub, and we can sit down for a drink and see who we see. And you know, I mean, we don't have to get like smashed or anything, but we can just, you know, see.
I mean,
if
it's like
there's anybody interesting
noon.
to talk to. It's
Oh,
noon.
well,
let's go
people
eat.
could be having their lunch. You want to go eat? Okay,
With
we're
a
gonna
sip
go
of
eat.
wine.
Okay, that sounds great.
Taco Bell.
How about no?
Yeah, okay, cool. Let's go get like a big ass sandwich with like ale chutney on it and stuff.
Sure.
It's fucking good.
Get smashed.
Food smashed.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the nearest Panera Bread and
Bread.
oh no, Atlanta Bread or whatever. You pick your choice of whatever. And I mean, is that what we're doing? Are we doing sandwiches? Are we gonna do like
Yeah.
El Chico?
I mean, sandwiches is fine with me. It's whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay.
It's lunch. Let's just, keep it light. We may have a big
Okay,
trip
sounds
ahead
good.
of us.
So we're going off. Walking
Okay.
across the street.
So you guys head into town, and basically the only sort of public eating establishment here is in this inn called the Outward Inn.
Outward Inn.
Pretty small town, so there's not much else to do. And then they only have a Qdoba, and they don't have a Qdoba and a Chipotle, so it's kind of backwater.
Well, that's okay. Chipotle kind of sucks. Sorry.
But yeah, so you guys go over there and I guess go inside. I don't know.
Yeah, let's go inside.
Go on in and we take a seat at the I guess we can sit at the bar. I mean, we're just gonna eat, but if we're at the bar, then there's a little bit more socialization going on there, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so too. Sorry.
Okay.
Wes is reading a book.
Yeah, he's reading a farm book.
What sounds just
It's a touchy-feely book.
We're gonna get snagged for copyright, I think.
Uh-oh. It's just called farm.
Those children's
it's like a
books
$1
author.
book. It's okay.
Copyright.
Is that a real piece of cow?
It's a hunk of
So
cow.
there's animals have died to make these books, basically.
Exactly. It's cruel.
See, that's not pig skin. That's human skin because you can't tell the difference.
Go away.
Just killed people.
Go away. Go away.
We can hear you.
Go away.
Sorry. I'm trying to tell my cat won't go away. Sorry.
I keep telling Wes that too. My mic is muted.
Sorry. I forget. Okay. Anyways, wow. Okay, so yeah, so let's go and check this place out. So can we go sit up at the front? Like, is it like one of those like old-timey kind of mom and pop shops, and then you go and you sit up, on the little at the front desk or whatever with the people, and they cook in front of you and they say, "Hi, my name's Maybelle. I'm going to get you 3, stacks of pancakes," and that kind of place,
A diner?
Yeah, that's the word. Is that what it is?
No.
Oh.
It's this sort of rundown kind of small restaurant area on the main floor of this inn.
Okay.
And there's just, sort of a few people in there sitting around eating their porridge or whatever. And as you guys walk in, you get some people cutting their eyes at you and before they go back to whatever it was they're eating.
Well, okay.
Let's go sit down.
Oh my god. Yeah, let's go sit. Is there a bar there, Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bar.
Yeah.
Okay. What the hell?
There's a small bar that...
I think everybody else took cough syrup before they started too.
Well, that's what it looked like. Okay. Okay, anyways.
No, I mean, there's a small wooden bar, and no one else is really eating at it right now.
Okay, well, let's just sit on up there and wait to be, wait for our order to be taken by someone.
I hope we get a nice waitress.
As Lorian gets another book to read.
Yeah.
So you guys sit there, and no one really seems to care to come take your order.
Aw.
So I kind of knock on the.
I was like,
bar.
what?
Can we get some help over here?
There's some surly looking person cleaning mugs down at the far end. He kind of looks at you and huffs and shambles over, and he's like, "What do you want?"
We were hoping to eat. We kind of got hungry. So
what's your specials?
Yeah, let's just
Nothing special here.
Aw.
Well, I wouldn't say that. No.
You've got really nice hair. Oh, Jesus Christ.
That cat's name is actually Jesus Christ.
Yes,
Yeah.
sorry. He scared me.
I call him Jesus.
Our Lord and Savior.
Okay, he landed on the bed, so it's okay. He'll come back. Okay, so yeah, no specials. Okay, that's okay. So, do you have any good drinks? You know, like any good teas? You know, of the like good kind, maybe. It's tea time.
Oh,
He
God.
sort of
tea
like
time,
sighs.
sir.
He's like, "We got water and we got tea and we got ale. What do you want?"
Ale, please.
I'll take an ale as well.
He goes and he takes the mug that he was cleaning and puts it down and picks up two like kind of crusty looking mugs and like puts ale in both of them, and then comes back over to you two and sits them there, and he's like, "That'll be a gold."
What?
That's okay. I give him a gold. Here's a gold. Whatever a gold is.
All right, he just picks it up and goes and like puts it in the whatever they use for cash registers 600 years ago, and then goes back to whatever he was doing.
Okay, so what do we do now? We gotta like find somebody who's
know.
like interested, like interesting. Can we do a perception check of the room?
Yeah, people that are, you know, that seem a little bit more open and less harsh of personality.
Yeah. Maybe we can buy him something. Okay, 17. Do I see anybody?
You see a lot of kind of depressing looking townsfolk sitting around. There's maybe like 3 or 4 people in here. Also eating right now. It's not super busy. And they just look like regular scraggly peasants, you know, not dressed very well, not particularly clean, but cleaner than normal, and just sitting around eating like bread and watery soup looking stuff.
Oh crap!
This is
Crap.
really, really boring.
And
Maybe we
awkward.
should have read the
Yeah.
books.
No,
Wow.
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe like I don't know. Should we just go like plop down with somebody and just start talking to them to see what they do?
You think? Yeah, they may get kind of scared.
I don't know.
Do either of you guys have diplomacy or anything?
I have bluff.
Bluff?
Let's see.
Bless you.
Did you
I
snack
have
on
one.
actually?
Plus
What are what are your guys' like charisma checks?
I have +1.
Check scissors.
one. Yeah.
Scissors.
We're not good talkers. That's why I was curious why we're talking.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, let's go sit down with somebody. Let's just go. What the hell? Let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna sit down to the least upset looking person, like even if they're still upset, but just the least one.
Or even like, could we get is there like a couple sitting together, or like 2 or 3 people sitting together? That way that we don't outnumber them, you know.
Yeah.
There's
we're not a
like
couple, but
there's like, you know, 2 people, like just 2 guys, like farm guys or whatever, sitting eating together.
Okay, let's go sit with those guys.
okay, cool. Sounds good. I
So-
hope they don't look like the people from the cemetery, though. Okay, cool. Sorry.
So we just walk over to them and we drag a chair up to their table and sit down and put our ale in front of us, and I say, "Hi, how are you guys?"
They
Fine,
sort of
Dave.
look at you and they're like, "What the hell do you want?"
We just, we're coming to talk to some people. We don't know anybody around here, and we don't. I mean, we just want to make friends.
Yeah, we're new in town, and new people need stuff to do. So we're just kind of wondering if there's, things to do here, and, and if can I look over and see what he's drinking? If he's drinking,
Yeah.
okay. What is he drinking? Do I need
Tea.
a perception check? Oh, tea. I see your tea's almost empty. You mind if I buy you another one?
He's like, "We don't need any help from outsiders like you. And are you gonna buzz off and let us eat in peace?"
Rude. I'm sorry. We were just trying to be friendly, but and I'm gonna stand up and kind of tower over them, yeah. So if you want us to leave, if that's the case, We'll be glad to do so.
And the other one's like, well, why don't you get to doing that then?
Okay, and then whenever I clamber out of my spot, I kick their table some, and their drinks spill over. Okay, I'm tired of this shit. Let's get out of here.
Well, that didn't work. So can we go to the? You want to go and like raid that cemetery now?
Things. Yeah, because we do things. We don't talk about it. We do things. Let's go.
We just do that. The inward in or whatever. Was that called the inward in?
The outward in.
What?
Was that
The
the
inward in? Where did you come up with that?
I don't know. It was inward, wasn't it? Something inner.
Wow.
Inward.
He said the outward in.
Outward in. That's right.
Wow.
That's what I said. Outward in. Oh boy, this drink is really good.
Inward.
I'm on cough syrup,
Sorry.
and I know what he said.
I'm sorry. I'm drinking a drink. Okay, so the outward in.
So we
wasn't all
leave
that
the outward in, and we walk
do.
down the road back to the cemetery so we can see
Okay.
what
So
we
this
see
is what
there.
the outward in was, just for reference.
Okay.
Oh, Coolio's.
Not the inward
Ping
in.
upon thy enemy.
Y'all didn't win anything there.
No, we didn't. Okay,
We won the derpy dude.
we did.
Inward in.
What?
Helping. Ping, 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 ping.
All right. So
Okay.
ping on the map real quick. Where they are?
We're in K,
K. Okay.
as in
Okay.
killed.
K.
Where are Lemniskin and I?
In D. I don't know.
Let me check real quick.
In the D.
In the D.
In the
The
D.
D.
How appropriate.
You know what I noticed also? In that book from Serving Your Hunger, the person is Mon Canthala, right? Or like Canthoa, right?
Yeah, I put it in
Well,
the Skype chat.
Yeah. There's-
Zon.
Starts out with a see you next Tuesday, so I bet this isn't the best religion of all time.
Oh, I see.
I mean, that's just it was kind of a joke that I made that was bad.
I know. No, I got it.
Oh,
I got
really?
it. Yes, it was a joke,
Oh.
and it wasn't a bad joke.
It was bad. I mean, nobody laughed. There was a silent cricketing afterwards.
I
They were
didn't
all
get it.
thinking.
I didn't get it. It went like the cough syrup just made that go like completely over. Plus, I was reading chat. I'm just gonna admit it.
No,
It's okay.
dude,
Yeah,
I
it's
get
kind of
stuck on
distracting reading chat.
Mhm.
Okay, so we head on out. We're going to the grave and see, or to the, the cemetery and see what we can see, Cece.
Yeah, because we're kind of defeated from that. So
See
we'll
what
check
we
out the
can
magic
see.
shop later.
Okay, so
Sure.
I'm pinging a building with an inn on it. That's where the Lower Manor is. So that's where Lemnisket and Lorien are right now. Just reading.
just reading all the time.
And we're discussing. We're discussing the.
No, you said reading. You didn't say anything about discussing.
Well, time is
Roll to
passing,
discuss.
and
Time has passed, and now we say we're discussing as well. What we're discovering.
we're reading and discussing.
Yep.
So when so you guys were just reading those like 4 books, right?
No.
You weren't reading at all. You were fucking with townsfolk. All right.
Okay,
I mean,
I'm sorry.
I started off.
The 4 books and talking amongst ourselves to figure out what we might find out. Comparing notes.
I told y'all that the office had books in it too. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like his study in the house.
In the house.
We're gonna get snagged for copyright.
Alright, so
You can't even see
That's
what
it.
that
That's the end of
is.
it.
are we finding anything like in particularly like important to or relevant to what we're talking about, to what we're dealing with here? Or?
Like in those books that you're reading, really it's just sort of like they're just religious texts about those specific gods, or the stuff talking about like aberrations from a place called like the Dark Tapestry or something like that. Let me roll back here. Where is it? Yeah, like, because the way, like, Unverified Madness is about aberrations and stuff, and it talks about this place called the Dark Tapestry, which is sort of what people think is this sort of dark, void place between the stars and the night sky, where, like, these aberrations come from. And the other two, Serving Your Hunger and the Umbral Leaves, are just sort of like religious texts with rites and all that sorts of stuff to those two gods. And the Manual of the Order of the Palatine Eye is just like, I mean, it's just all sorts of like weird, just trivia almost, like some arcane information, some just mundane stuff, like math topics, statistic topics, like just all this weird stuff. It outlines, you know, it doesn't seem to be like particularly about anything evil. It's just like, you know, a trig book with magic spells in it or something.
Okay, well then, once I start kind of figuring that out, there's really nothing pertaining to what we're dealing with, then I'm going to start looking through his studies to kind of look and see what kind of books he's got. Anything pertaining to the Whispering Highway and all the other things like that.
Most of what you see on his shelves it's about the Whispering Way. Like, there isn't really any books that you see about the town or the prison fire or any stuff like that.
Okay.
About how many books
but like,
does
you
he
feel
have?
like if you were to use this library and try to, you know, do some research on the Whispering Way, you'd be a little bit better off than just sort of doing it on your own.
Then that's what I spend the rest of the day just doing that, just researching the Whispering Way.
Okay.
I'm gonna be also looking for specifics regarding like the prison or whatever.
If you want to, you can do either a knowledge arcana or a knowledge religion while using his study to try and look up some stuff about the Whispering Way.
I don't have either one of those skills, so that's gonna be Lorian.
I have those, so.
You can do it untrained because like the library's kind of helping you out.
Oh, okay, so just sort of D20.
Can we both do it?
You're not. Oh, you are there. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, or you can let her do it because she'd be able to do it better than you.
Yeah,
if you want to do that.
Go for it.
I was like, you're harassing townsfolk. No.
Nope.
Okay, so Knowledge Arcana is the first one I'm rolling.
Okay.
And then Knowledge Religion is the second one.
Dude, you crit that. The 20.
Yeah.
You should know what color the fucking like poop stains are in the bathroom at 20.
It has nothing to do with what she's looking up. There are no books about poop stains.
Oh, how sad.
I love that noise that you made was just kind of like, no.
So you basically know the Whispering Way is like a sinister cult of necromancers that have been active in this like inner sea region, like this area of the world that you're in, for thousands of years so far. And their agents often seek alliances with undead creatures, or the agents themselves are undead. So like cult members will be zombies or whatever. And then they notoriously count among their ranks a person named Tar Buffon, who is known as the Whispering Tyrant. And he's their most famous member, but he certainly wasn't the first. Like this whole cult has been going on for a long time. And then they like Whispering Way is like actually the name of a series of philosophies that can only be transferred through whispers. And the philosophies are like never written down and never spoken of loudly. So like the exact goals and the nature of this organization and their philosophies are really difficult to learn about because they take such care in making sure that it's not, you know, it's not going to be written on some piece of paper that's left somewhere that someone's going to find. It's never written or anything. It's never spoken about above a whisper. So it's incredibly hard for other people to find out about it. And that's basically what you are able to glean from all the stuff in the library.
Upon reading this, I glance up and I look up immediately. I'm like, holy shit, I've been hearing whispers. What the fuck does that mean?
I look at her and say,
Limnisket, who has been completely oblivious to what's going on, was like, huh?
Oh, and then after I look at his puzzled expression, I relay that information to him.
and I go, I don't know how you were able to hear the whispers and stuff out in the... You haven't been hearing whispers since you got into town, have you?
Not as far as I know. We haven't really slept since we've been here. I don't think.
This is true. Okay. So I guess we just keep researching.
Okay, so that's what you guys have kind of figured out. Now, going back to Normal Integrity. You guys step outside of the bar after you've, like, spilled some dude's drink and have made a real good impression on these townsfolk.
Yes.
And, like, out in the middle of the town square, there's a bunch of little kids, like, dancing around, wearing shawls and stuff, and, like, skipping rope and stuff. And they are, like, you know, like, two of them are, like, doing the rope thing, and the other one jumps in. And, like, when the one that jumps in starts jumping, they start, you know, every person that jumps in starts saying a line of this, like, little nursery poem or whatever. And it's really dark, you know, as far as, like, a jump rope type thing is. So, like, one girl jumps in, and she's jumping, and she says, put her body in the bed, take a knife, and lop her head. Then she jumps out, and another girl jumps in. She says, watch the blood come out the pipe, feeds the sturge so nice and ripe. And then the next one, you know, kind of goes in, and then she says, drops of red, so sparkling bright, splatters spell her name just right. And then another one, and she says, with a hammer killed his wife, now he wants to claim your life. And this last girl jumps in, and she says, Trixie father tells a lie, listen close or you will die. So that's, like, happening now.
Creepy.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess I walk up to him, the kids, and I'm like, that's a heck of a song you got going there.
They stop. They like quickly stop and look kind of like not shocked, but like, oh man, a stranger. And then one of them's like,
Stranger!
one of them's like, you're a funny looking little kid.
Yeah, I know. I just came here with my mom here, and I kind of point to Ashley or to Nomel, and
I
I'm
pat
like,
her on the head.
yeah, and well, I was just wondering, you guys had a cool song. Where did you learn such a cool song? I haven't heard a cool song like that before. Do I need to bluff? Because I'm bluffing I'm a child. Or is it disguise? Escape artist, I mean.
You can try disguise.
Okay, disguise. Oh,
do you have bluff too?
I have bluff, though. My bluff is better.
Disguise or bluff, whichever one's better.
Let's do a bluff.
Bluff it.
Gonna bluff it. Okay. Bam. Oh.
Oh.
They sort of look at you funny, but they seem to, I guess, believe that you're a kid. Just a really weird looking one with like large hairy feet and stuff. They're like, you're funny looking. I don't know if we should talk to you.
And I kind of get this like sad face and like, well, that's not very nice to say. I'm gonna tell my mom.
I kind of hold her close to my, you know, enormous leg, and I'm like, I'm patting on her. I was like, now you kids, she was born with these strange feet and other strange features. Now you'll just be nice to her.
We're not supposed to talk to particularly strangers either.
Oh, well, you know.
Somewhere Limnisket has begun cutting himself. This is fucking stupid.
I don't even understand. Okay. Can I? I'll use I guess whatever diplomacy I have.
Okay.
To be like, hey, sorry, we didn't mean to spook you and stuff. Just new in town and things, and just I liked your little song. I really did. I'd like to just know where it came from so I could learn it myself, so I could play and have a good time sometime. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the logistics of what I'm saying. And then a dog barks and eats me.
Oh no.
Well, that's why I don't have charisma.
They sort of like just scoff at you and then run off.
I'm like, okay.
Please reenact a child scoffing.
You guys are weird.
Bitches. Yeah, I'm gonna go tell my mommy.
Go see my mom.
Asshole.
Just
Asshole.
tell my mom how crazy you guys are.
Well, that didn't work at all.
Well, let's just go because, geez, we cannot talk for shit.
We cannot.
Jeez, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Well, at least we tried, right?
So I put their like rhyme in the journal
Hooray.
on Roll20, so you guys should be able to see it. Because I know you weren't really paying attention to me reading it.
I am. I was.
I was paying
I
attention.
was.
That was creepy as shit.
Yeah, we had to think of what to say, you know? I mean, it's not like, we're playing Silent Hill and you get to say, it says it for you. We have to decide what we're going to say to these children. Or Rule of Rose, again, games with people saying creepy things. So there you go. Okay, anyways.
Anyway, so what are you guys going to do now?
We're going to go. We're done.
He's on down the road towards the cemetery again.
Yeah,
Okay,
we can't do anything. Failures.
The cemetery is like up north of town, so you guys kind of head out north and head up that way. And you get back up there to the restlands, and you follow, the instructions that were on or in that journal entry to the place where you think the false crypt is supposed to be.
Okay. So, should we head on down into